fix this hair. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing the same outfit that I had for the past 3 days, and why I have my hair up like this, and why I look like let me tell you, there is no answer for that. But I do have something beautiful for you guys today, and I am very excited, I'm happy, and I can't wait to tell you my little rant about sexuality. I'm gonna talk about a few stories, my opinions, and you know, the moral of this, which I'm not quite sure what it is, so I'm just gonna get into it and see what happens. So first off, I want to tell you something about Jeffree Star. Before Jeffree became super big, he was on MySpace, and I remember that he was talking about how people would jump him and shit like that. So he used to have like knives, and he used to be this very like aggressive person, and it is just so insane how the times have changed. I mean, of course there's still, you know, certain discrimination going on. I believe in 2016 there was some type of Orlando shooting at a club. I think it was like a gay club or something. You can look it up. I'm sure you'll be able to find the exact details. I haven't read about it since 2016. But it was crazy, and it was sad, and yeah. And the fact that it's improved so much. So I'm just gonna get into how I found out I was bisexual. So it actually starts way back in 3rd grade. And I had this best friend, and I honestly didn't even know what this meant. But every time I would look at her, I would think she was gorgeous. But I never wanted to be with like a guy. I think I liked this guy named Hunter in like the 3rd grade, but I saw that I liked him. I was like, okay, but like this female is like way hotter. And I just didn't necessarily know what it meant to be bisexual. And we used to play these games like where we'd like pretend to have like sex with freaking stuffed animals. Kids are weird, don't judge me, but yeah, I just, you know, pretend that that stuffed animal was her sometimes. Shut up! Excuse me. It's kind of how I found out I was bisexual, but I didn't know what bisexual even really meant or what sexuality was because I was in the 3rd grade. And so I guess I really want to say that I came out, or like I realized in the 6th grade, because I liked this dude. Well, she was a female at the time, but now he is like a male. So I'm just, for this part of the story so it doesn't confuse you, I'm going to try to use female pronouns, not to offend anybody, just to like depict my part of the story. So I met this girl, and we're gonna name her, no, that's bad. That's literally her original name. Let's not do that. Her birth name, I mean. I'm offensive, I'm gonna stop. So I met this girl, Maria, and we were kind of like looking at each other from a distance. She wasn't doing that because she liked me. She just thought I was like one of those cool kids that would never talk to her. But really I was like the exact opposite, and she actually ended up being that cool guy that wouldn't talk to me. I cringe. But anyways, so I was looking at her from a distance, and the first thoughts that came to my mind was either A, she's lesbian, or B, she's actually a guy. Or like transitioning into a man. Because at that time my sister was actually dating a transgender man, so I was pretty familiar with all of that. So that's actually how I came out, was because I was more comfortable with it once my sister came out. I feel like if my sister didn't come out before me, I would have been in the closet for a very long time, at least until she came out. So anyways, I went up to this girl, Maria, and I talked to her, and I really initially liked that. I wasn't sure if I liked her because I wasn't sure if I was even sexually attracted to girls, but 100% I did like her. But here's the doozy. She was in a relationship with someone for like a year at that time. So I was like, you know, like, I'm never gonna get my chance. Never did either. Never did. We still talk to this day too, but you know, he lives in like Seattle. He's moving to another place. I don't remember because I'm a bad friend. Well, I'm a good friend, but like, this is not going to turn into a rant about him. Okay, continuing. I remember my sister's boyfriend at the time would always tell me to do certain things, make moves, Like, he worked at the mall, so I would always like go to the mall, talk to him about certain things that were going on with Maria. And I was like, you know, like, how do I slide in? And then he's all like, well, you should be really good friends with him. And then once they break up, just be there to comfort him. And then you can possibly be with him. And you know what? That was the worst advice ever. Because once you become the best friend, you're the best friend forever. And that's facts. Unless you're me and Maverick. But me and Maverick have always had, like, you know, connection and, what is the word? Chemistry. So, yeah, essentially, that's how I first initially found out that I was bisexual. Now, how did I tell my mom? One day I was just like, you know what? I really like Maria, and I think I'm bi. And she looked at me, and just to warn you guys, there's no hard feelings between me and my mom anymore. My mom was just a very religious person, and so when she found out that, like, being gay was actually like a natural thing and people can be born with that, she was in shock about the whole thing and still trying to understand. And so she thought I was actually just copying my sister so I could be like my sister, but really it was not like that. I just really liked Pete, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's essentially how I came out, all that stuff. Now, here's a big thing for me that I still don't know how to even comprehend, and that is labels. Labels are complicated, confusing, and majority of the time they're dumb as hell. Now, I want to disclaim everybody that I don't care if you announce on the internet if you're gay, not gay, or whatever your label is. Label, right? Like, you can express your labels, I don't really care. But I think, in my opinion, that labels can really mess people up and create stereotypes for people. And that's like the one thing that I hate is stereotypes. Like, a lot of people think like gay girls will look like dykes or whatever, and then there's like a femme and a masculine. But it's really just like, I'm gay and I look like Sakura. Like, what? And so labels and stereotypes, they work together so much, and I guess that is why I have this thing against labels. But do I necessarily hate that people use labels? No, I mean, I use them too. I use dyke and labels or stereotypes like that, but I just don't care for them that much. So that's my whole perspective on labels. Now, I kind of wanted to post this video because I wanted people to be comfortable with who they are. And what I have to say about that is, if you're gay, it's 2020, girl. Like, of course there's going to be people offended. Of course there's going to be people who have a prejudice. But there are also there's also another side of that, where there are people who are gay as well and, you know, have the same similarities and difficulties as you. And it's so much more helpful if you just come out rather than keep this dark, I don't want to say dark, it's not a dark secret, but this secret inside of you. Because sometimes, like, certain secrets like that, they add up and they make you have this great, amazing mental breakdown. And then you're like, well, what do I do? And the answer to what you do is you come out. And people do have families that are not accepting and will kick them out for that. And what I have to say about that is, if they really love you, they'll come around, you know? Like, my mom, she came around, you know? She didn't kick me out or anything like that. And I'm sorry if you're someone that has to experience that. I'm very, very, very lucky that my mom ended up coming around and accepting the fact that her children are the way they are. Sometimes I really do wish that my mom was gay, because the men that she has been with are horrible. And, well, women do be hitting on her 24/7, but continuing, some people don't have that luxury. And I just want to say, you know, if they love you, they'll come around. That's my thing. Yeah, that's the end of the video, so I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you took something from this, that be who you are. Don't be someone that perceives you a certain way. You should be who you are. You should not care about what other people think. Care about people worrying about you for certain things, like, you know, drugs and things like that, and people worry, you know, that's fine. But people who like specifically judge you for who you are as a person, that's not good, that's not healthy, you know? So be you, do you, live your best life, and take out the freaking toxicity. Hi. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, watch the video again, because I need that view count, you know what I mean? So like, make multiple YouTube accounts, subscribe to me. I need the views, the subscribers, everything. No, I'm just kidding. Really, I don't actually care about that much. I just want more people to be on here so that they can hear what I have to say, because some things I have to say are actually sort of intellectual. So yeah, have a good day.